Hey everyone, happy Thursday. I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to hop on here today and I wanted to talk to you about the secret trick of overcoming your fears. Now, a lot of the times fear has to do with something that might harm us. Our brain goes over and over and over in loops to make sure that we're not going to be harmed. We're not going to be cast outside the group. We are basically trying to protect ourselves. So we hear that little voice inside of our head that comes up with little scenarios over and over and over and over again that could happen, and they're there to protect us, right? That's what our conscious mind does. But there's also part of our subconscious mind that we need to tap into and recognize that we can make quantum leaps. We can absolutely change the game in our life if we can overcome our fears. And the number one fear that comes up for everyone is a fear of failure. Because we don't want to look silly. We don't want to be cast aside. We don't want to look bad. We want to uphold our personal integrity and our core value system, and we worry that we won't be able to do something. So fear of failure is huge. But what I'm going to ask you to do is switch it around. I want you to switch your mindset to looking at fear a little bit differently, okay? Looking at fear of failure a little bit differently, and realize that every failure that you have is just a lesson. And so what I wanted to do today is read you a little excerpt from this book called U Squared, and this is about taking quantum leaps in your life. And basically, instead of working harder, or instead of trying to do something over and over and over again and not getting the results that you want, it's talking about pivoting and doing something different. So doing a 180. So here's what I want to read you. Seek failure. Quantum leaps demand a willingness to make mistakes. You cannot hole up in a safe zone of behavior where you've beaten the odds of failing. An unwillingness to encounter defeat or run into problems outlaws quantum leaps. Unless you allow yourself to make mistakes, to fail, you will never have the opportunity to test the limits of what you truly are capable of accomplishing. I want you to think about that. That's pretty powerful stuff. Hey, Victoria. You must realize that if you are experiencing no difficulties, problems, or pain, you're probably aiming too low. You've leveled off in your growth and achievement. You're probably far from reaching your limits. Now, I did a post a couple of days ago that said, when you have reached your breaking point, when you have reached that point where you just want to quit, you're only at 40% of your max capacity. You're actually just getting started to living up to your full potential. When you're at that point, you're just like, I just can't do this anymore. And you have that edge, you have that feeling, you're like, oh my God, that is where you need to dig deep. You need to find who you are, what your purpose is, and what you need to do to move forward, and take incremental steps daily to do that, even if you fail. So think of problems or pain or slippage in performance as a positive sign. A performance lag ordinarily occurs at the very outset when you're making a quantum leap. It's the pause during which you poise for the jump, the temporary loss of momentum that occurs in the process of changing gears. You deliberately destabilize yourself when you are breaking out of a habit and patterns that represent the status quo. You create some inner chaos for yourself. So be prepared for the possibility of confusion, anxiety, failure. That's part of opening yourself up to new methodology that has the potential to deliver exponential performance gains. You're going to feel that here, but you're on the brink of something great. So don't stop. As someone has said, everything looks like a failure in the middle. You can't bake a cake without getting the kitchen messy. Halfway through surgery, it looks like there's been a murder in the operating room. If you send a rocket towards the moon, about 90% of the time, it's off course. It fails its way to the moon by continually making mistakes and correcting them. At the outset, you may feel high because you're going for the quantum leap is heady stuff, but then the hard reality of problems may slap you in the face. Progress often masquerades as trouble. So you may feel like you are wading through the mud. You may feel like you're hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. And the reason that I'm reading this book is, if you don't know me, I have hit roadblock after roadblock after roadblock through my entire life. But also this year has been extremely difficult for me to push through some of these roadblocks and have faith, have unshakable faith that I can do it, regardless of the highs and the lows, regardless of the problems or the issues that I face. I still take a deep breath and know where I'm going and focus on the end goal. So it's easy to lose faith because other people may withdraw the support and be critical of your efforts. That also happens, by the way. People are really critical of everything that you do, especially when you are playing big. And you can't make everybody happy. And people will judge you and they will say, you should have done this, you should do this. And they will have their opinions and they will go against you. But you have to stay true to who you are and you have to keep going. That, plus your own anxieties and uncertainties, can tempt you to turn on yourself. And I can't tell you how many times I've overanalyzed my behavior because I want to be the best that I can be. I want to be the best leader. I want to be the best person. I want to be the best wife, the best mother, the best friend. I want to be that person. I overanalyze every bit of critical feedback that I get to make sure that I become better and learn from that. And I don't take it personally because I'm not perfect. This is actually the critical point in your progress. This is where you can't give up because failure belongs here. It's a sign of progress. The stress will seduce you towards the retreat to the safety of the status quo, the trap of the familiar. Just remember, failure does not mean that you were defeated. Actually, the struggle gives you strength. It's like tempering the steel or the soreness involved in developing muscle. The difficulties are just evidence that you're learning and progressing. So go look for failure and then use it. Don't interpret problems or breakdowns as proof that you should quit, but instead take them as evidence of your growth and improvement. Failure is a resource. It helps you find the edge of your capacities. So you fail and you fail and you fail and you fail. And when you overcome each failure, you become better. When you overcome each criticism, you become better. When you overcome the fears that you have, when you overcome what holds you back, the personal things, the self-limiting beliefs that you have, those things change the game. And it's not easy. You will feel anxiety. You will feel stress. You will feel those things. But notice that they're just feelings. Notice that you can actually move forward and that you can move past them. And know that seeking failure, again, you can't make everybody happy, but know what your purpose is, know what your passion is, know where you're going. And if you don't know where you're going and you don't know what your purpose is, it's time to start journaling and write it down and figure out, because every failure that you have is taking you one step closer to where you want to be. And it's not easy, but at the end of my life, I want to know that I've given everything that I have to help everybody that I have ever met and that I've improved their life in some way. So I hope that helps. Seek failure. Don't fear it. Here we go. Have a good one. Bye.